For the United States Championship, we had Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams with Lil Yachty.
People
Trick,
had people had the stopwatch out for this one again, Mike. I don't know if you saw the comments.
it could have got 5, but I was fine with what happened.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it was more about the moment of Trick winning the belt. I thought the match was fine, but I was not expecting to be blown away. First off, I got to convict the Las Vegas crowd once again because
Oh yeah, they stunk.
the rhythm. We got to get the rhythm down, guys. We had it for
Couldn't
the
catch a
Oba
beat.
entrance, but the whoop that Trick was not hitting in Allegiant Stadium.
It was kind of tepid too. They didn't really react as well as I thought they would for Trick. Maybe it's the fact that he goes out there before his actual entrance to stand on that little platform, he being Trick. Maybe that kills his pop a little bit. Maybe they need to do something about that. I don't think that little spin thing that he does is necessary, needed. But yeah, man, Las Vegas stunk.
Yeah, and well, and Lil Yachty came out doing
Oh, come on
his
now.
best to do the Coachella. I think it was Coachella entrance.
Yeah, he did it. No, he was like he was
No,
hitting the little
he
Shawn
did it.
Michaels thing.
He did it, but the fans,
Oh well, yeah,
it's not the same audience.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, not only that, I was just shocked, like you said, with the Trick reaction. Maybe some of it, I wanna give a scapegoat. Maybe some of it was just because they had just seen the ladder match and the Oba match, so this was kind of the
yeah.
natural cool down.
And
Uh,
it's the 8th time they saw the Hulk Hogan documentary ad.
Real American.
That looks
Uh,
interesting. I'll watch that.
I mean, I'm a sucker for any wrestling documentary, so I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be.
Uh, but during the match, Sammy hit a big brainbuster on Trick on the apron. I thought that was kind of crazy. Probably the most eye-catching spot of the whole match. Just because, that's Trick's a big old guy. So to see Sammy do that, and it looked pretty rough, but ultimately Trick picks up the win. Um, a little slower match than I thought, but nonetheless, a big moment for Trick to be
They
the mid card champion coming out of WrestleMania.
they booed everything Sami Zayn did in this match too.
Oh yeah.
So I'm interested to see where that goes because I haven't been as emotionally invested in Sammy in the last couple months as a babyface, but now him being a very confused heel of like, why are you guys booing me? I did nothing wrong. That has some teeth to it. That has some that'll have some intriguing television on the horizon.
And honestly, I'm ready for Sammy to prove these people wrong because people forget Sammy is actually like that as a storyteller and as a heel. And
Yeah,
so I'm very interested, like you said, to see what Sammy does next. I saw an interview where Trick, they asked him if he was going to keep the open challenge going, and he said no because when Trick fights, it's a special event. Do you like that? And where do you see Trick going with the U.S. Championship next?
absolutely. I hate the open challenge concept in wrestling. It's been overdone over the last 10 years. The I think it jumped the shark when Cena was doing it back in 2015 or 2016 when he started doing that. He had the John Cena US Open Challenge. That was okay, but when you got every United States champion now doing the Open Challenge gimmick and not having an actual feud, and they're just getting to the next surprise opponent, gonna have a 10-minute banger on TV. I just don't like that. I rather them tell a story. It just seems lazy to me. And that's not just a WWE thing. They do that in AEW too with the open challenge concept. And I've never been a fan of that, Mike. Maybe when it was
Well,
fresh and new, it was a good idea, but now it's jumped the shark. That concept as a whole needs to take a backseat.
I mean, I I commend your bravery for admitting that.
Hate it.
I I think that it can be done well. I've actually enjoyed it over the past couple weeks. I think one of the bright spots of SmackDown has been the United States Open Challenge, but it doesn't work for everybody. Respectfully, I think in Ilya and a Carmelo and a Sammy, that kind of thing works for. I don't
Yeah,
really
but
see it as much for Trick.
no, but the thing is, Michael, when they did that, it I don't know, it gave like the writing team an excuse to not write them any storylines.
Yeah,
And they
I
just
think
relied on the surprise entrance and the surprise match every single Friday or every single Monday.
I think that's true. I think both things can be true. If you're gonna have an open challenge, you still should involve the champion in some type of story because technically, if it is an open challenge, the same guy that he beat last week can challenge again if you want to tell a story like that. Uh, but with the US and Intercontinental, I don't know that the story works as well as if, for instance, you had a TV title. A TV title makes a little more
Yeah,
sense because you can be like, well, the TV title is defended on TV exclusively.
yeah.
I've always liked that aspect of it, but with the US and the Intercontinental, I think it depends on the holder. So I'm good with Trick, doing away with it for now. Tell me some stories. Is there somebody you maybe think is next in line for him to feud with?
With the US title, um, I don't think they go to a Royce Keys this early. I can see like a maybe I hate to say this, but maybe a Matt Cardona, like a little mini feud for like a month or two. Maybe get him a match on Backlash. At Backlash.
At
Maybe
Backlash.
something like that. Is there somebody from Florida that we're not thinking of that could have like a
Uh,
little homecoming?
well, the only problem with that is like if you're gonna call Ricky up, and that's the only other guy I see,
Oh
because they
no,
called
no,
up Joe and they called up Ethan Page. I think Ricky's the only one left that I really see that on the horizon. But the problem is, I don't want to put Ricky and Trick against each other this early.
maybe we can get a Tomatonga. You think that'd be something? You know, he get the split from Solo, and then he fused with Trick Williams. You think that's something?
Maybe so. Is he babyface?
He's
I'm
been
assuming.
teasing. He's been teasing split away from Solo as a babyface for a couple months now.
I could see it, and you could kind of tell an interesting story there with maybe him falling short of beating Trick, and then maybe Solo kind of rubs it in his face as like a,
Yeah,
I told you so type deal, like a mini
yeah,
feud.
yeah. I would like that. Yeah.